Why'd you fire shots?
Trigger happy.
We visited the Pittsburgh Bureau of Police Bomb Squad, and they showed us just how serious a homemade bomb can be. We watched on after experts mixed up ingredients in an everyday plastic bottle to demonstrate the dangers of a bottle bomb.
The state of West Virginia was just 54 years old when Robert Byrd was born. Mourners who watched his horse-drawn casket pass through the capital city still trying to imagine a West Virginia without him.
A massive fire burning for hours at this auto repair shop on Tent Church Road in Colliers. A tough battle filled with explosions.
The official Super Bowl game ball. I got mine. They're making them while you wait, and I'll bet you didn't know this, but every one of these game balls made in the state of Ohio.
Next time you pick up a football, look for the tiny Wilson logo hidden among the pebbling. That means it went through Jane Helser's sewing machine.
I sew the top two panels together and the bottom two. Then I sew those two together to make a full section like this.
That's when she hands off to Wesley Gilroy, who softens the leather with steam. Taps the ends into a more rounded shape and turns the ball right side out.
This is what actually holds the air into the football.
Donna Putnam gets it next. She inserts an air bladder and laces it up.
This is where the QB is going to put the finger.
Exactly. They like the laces raised a little bit so they can fill them.
The laces tucked in so tightly, no knots are necessary. The company claims no ball has ever come unlaced. Once more in the pressure cooker with Tina Oglesby for molding and shaping just to tighten everything up.
Ends are oddly shaped, and when it comes out, everything is smooth.
Yeah, it's kind of square here, but then it's rounded.
And are pulled tighter and they're laid flat.
It is the only regulation football made entirely in America.
Wilson is the only one left, and we can supply the NFL. If they call me today, I can have a ball with them tomorrow.
But this particular ball, not bound for Cowboy Stadium. Pittsburgher Alton Turner bought it right off the assembly line.
It's kind of cool to get your own football made. It's part of the experience.
And Ohioans worked for this company for a long time. Talk to the boss. He says the average length of employment at Wilson Football, 25 years. So we do have some companies that are still doing okay in the Buckeye State. With Countdown to Kickoff coverage, I'm Eric Miner, News 9. Okay, so by this point in our trip to Dallas, the novelty of finding Steelers fans has worn off, right? Not exactly. Take a look at how hardcore this guy is. This license plate is from Pennsylvania. He drove here. You drove down here?
Gotta drive to every Steelers Super Bowl. Gotta tailgate.
No joke. Pat Greco, an electrician from Mount Pleasant, drove 19 hours straight to be here with a very understanding wife riding shotgun.
When he said we're going to drive 19 hours from Pittsburgh to Dallas, what was your response to that?
It's going to be a long ride.
This is, in fact, the third time the Grecos have skipped the airports and driven to a Steelers Super Bowl just so they could tailgate before the game.
2 grills, my coolers, my 30-foot flag poles.
Giving new meaning to the term muscle car, Greco has covered nearly every square inch of his party machine with Steelers magnets and decals. The logo is on the window, on the floor mats, and Steeler fan songs blast from the sound system. Mamma mia, we are the champions. Certainly not the most subtle way to travel. Nor is it cheap. The Grecos dropped $4,000 on their game tickets.
You have invested a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in getting down here.
Yes, I did. I'll give up my house to come down to see a Steeler game.
So even though this baby's got a couple 100 miles on it and quite a bit of Dallas dust, it is still in tailgate condition for Super Sunday in Dallas, Texas. For Countdown to Kickoff coverage, I'm Eric Miner, News 9 Sunrise.
A major highway filled with debris scattered for hundreds of feet. A Chevy Equinox mangled, a truck knocked off its wheels, a young woman killed.
We had a commercial tractor trailer that was traveling westbound on US 22, and the car was traveling eastbound on US 22, crossed the median, and then struck the trailer on the commercial vehicle.
You can see the marks she left behind. The truck driver never saw it coming.
Witnesses just said that she had drifted off into the median and then into the other opposing lanes.
Sergeant Jeff Bernard tells me there are still a lot of unanswered questions, but there are things he can roll out. He says she wasn't going too fast. Although troopers tell me that speed wasn't a factor, you can see just how much force was behind this crash. It took out the entire back axle of the tractor trailer and also took out the stretch of guardrail. I did get a chance to speak with the driver of that truck, who tells me he's been driving since 1992 and had never been in a single crash. But he says going through this, he's not sure if he'll ever get behind the wheel of a truck again.
Get ready. Old Man Winter is making a comeback, and crews across the valley are mobilizing. Steubenville trucks are stocking up on salt early. In Martins Ferry, they're washing out the truck bed to make room. Mingo Junction used manpower to salt the sidewalks. Their road crews will hit the streets at first snowfall.
And you can't really keep up with it. You just kind of, when it falls, you plow it, and when it stops, you clean it off. So there ain't really, you can't really do too much.
Their salt supply is stacked. Their trucks are ready to go, manning 4 crews until the snow lets up. And their advice for drivers?
Stay home.